IKEA expands its footprint in India with online deliveries in Delhi NCR and 9 other cities. ET now caught up with India CEO Suzanne Palvere to understand the retailer's India growth roadmap. In this exclusive conversation, Palvere spoke on the retail formats that the Swedish giant is planning to pursue in India and whether 10-minute deliveries is a possibility. Listen into this conversation with ET Now Sumita Karir.
I think it's the omni-channel thinking, the whole ecosystem of how you can reach IKEA in the ways you want and the ways you can as a consumer and a customer. So you need to have the physical presence closer to where people are, the full experience in a flagship store, the e-commerce to complement, all the services attached, the customer support center, the website, the app, all of that needs to be fully in place before we are happy and it's fully an omni-channel retailing. And that is what we are working on, building up that whole ecosystem.
Absolutely, Susan. But also tell us the kind of traction that you've received in India, in the markets where you're present, Hyderabad, Mumbai. Tell us about the kind of revenues that you're getting from offline, online, and of course, what are your projections as far as reaching a critical mass in India is concerned?
Yeah, the share of online is around 30% and offline then 70%. Of course, we believe online might grow a little bit.
All right, and how do you compare the India market with respect to other markets across the world? I mean, Swedish design is absolutely fantastic and fabulous, and more people are now looking for that kind of design, right? So how do you really compare the consumer behavior of your Indian consumer and consumers elsewhere, for example, in the Western markets?
I think India is a very rapidly developing country. The digitalization is driving. The need for services is very high. The expectations on quick delivery, etc., is unseen in many markets.
Are you considering the 10-minute delivery of these?
10 minutes, let's see. I mean, we need to adjust.
To that.
We are exploring how we can adjust to what consumers need. Is it 10 minutes the next day or 2 hours? We don't know yet. But I think we should be aware that the quicker you want it, the more cost it will be to it. But we will, of course, follow what the people need and what they want. And then, so we are open to explore, but we are not there yet to say, oh, everything should be available in 10 minutes. Maybe not.
Absolutely not just everything. But Susan, in terms of market size, how big is India going to be for you, let's say a year from now, 2 years from now?
No, we believe in India a lot. We believe we have a role to play. We are here for the long term. And to grow in India, to grow with India, it's important to create the volumes, to create even better offers, being even more affordable, create jobs in India and be part of the society. So India is one of the most important IKEA growth markets. So it has been identified. We have a lot of support from our global colleagues to build up India for what it can be.
So what's going to be your expansion strategy for India? You're present in Hyderabad, you're present in Mumbai, of course, Delhi is saying that you will be venturing soon into the satellite cities that will be made accessible as well. But if we were to understand what is IKEA's expansion strategy and what centers will you be focused on, can you give us an insight into that?
I mean, extremely happy to be in the north of India and Delhi NCR with 9 prominent cities that we will also serve with online to start. It's a priority to continue to expand with the physical. We have the big projects, but also how we can create more stores with different formats. That's the top priority for us. But we also look at Chennai and Pune to further expand and more in Bangalore, Mumbai and Hyderabad. So these 6 markets are key to the further expansion. And then, of course, India has a lot more. So gradually we will get ready.
Right. So one final question, Susan, before we wrap up this interaction. And this is on the manufacturing in India story that's playing out right now here in India. The government is really focused on, strengthening India as a hub for manufacturing, and not just for making in India, but making for the world, for exporting to other markets as well. How are you looking at that story, and how much of your production is localized right here in India, and do you plan on expanding that?
Yeah. No, our local sourcing today is around 30%, which is the commitment we gave to the government when we opened up IKEA in India. And we believe a lot that this can grow, and it has to grow. And if you think of the size of this market, being the most populated country in the world with 1.3 billion people, of course we need to do more in India.